This was the last time for the 800 Ford men to walk through the gates of the Cork plant to their jobs. And as the day wore on, the factory died, not with a bang, but with a whimper, as the men drifted back out again and went home. It's a week now since the last Ford Sierra car rolled off the assembly line. Since then, the men have been cleaning up or just hanging about the factory. It was the Sierra, seen here when it first went into production in 1982, which was intended to save the Cork plant. Some £10 million was invested in the factory, but it didn't work. The company later admitted that size and location left the Cork factory uneconomic. So this afternoon saw the end of Ford's first plant outside America after nearly 70 years. A huge chunk of Cork's economic foundations lost. And as the men turned up for the last day of work, they said that while the £25 million redundancy payoff deal was acceptable, it means £40,000 and more for many men, they'd rather have their jobs.
I suppose it's just a fact of life these days. Most people think we're losing them anyway, but it doesn't make it any easier. But the long run, hopefully we'll try and do something ourselves anyway.
Are you bitter at losing your job?
I should know it. I'm part of life.
But what will you do now?
I go now on retirement. You know, just try and live on the few pounds we get here.
And at the end of that?
I'll have to sing for a living then.
And today, shop stewards at the plant said that while the money terms of the redundancy deal were acceptable to them, they would not sign until a clause guaranteeing their statutory minimum notice rights was included. And that would mean several weeks' pay extra. And they were critical of the company and of the Minister for Industry and Energy, Mr. Bruton, who they said promised new jobs and retraining with constant information, and then did nothing, they claim. And across Cork Harbour from the Ford plant, 150 redundancies at the Verolme dockyard, in cutbacks which could have been even worse had the yard not successfully bid for the £250,000 contract to overhaul this Soviet ship, and also brought in a £500,000 contract to convert a Bell Lines vessel.